All right, what's up? So basically, what I'm gonna be breaking down in this video is gonna be straight back testing. I'm gonna be journaling what I could have done in the week, this previous week, and then I'm gonna go to get my weekly analysis for the next week. So we'll see how I break down that, and then I'll be journaling down everything for this upcoming week and see how that goes. And then next week, in the weekend when I can't trade, because you can't trade during the weekend. So when I'm not trading in the weekends, I'll be going over in my weekly analysis for next week and then back testing previous week of what I could have done. Saints going to drive me crazy over here. So basically, let's get into this. Let's go. So if we take a peek at previous weeks, is yep, previous weeks right here. Basically, mark this out. Oh, all right, we're just gonna reset that one. I definitely marked it wrong. Alrighty. That was previous weeks. So we're gonna do we're gonna do my back testing on the previous week and not analyze next week's. We'll come back and do that later. So take a look, see what happened. So this was the start of the week right here. Um, so that was the start of the week. As you can see, we're pretty bearish on that week. I mean, as you can see, we came down at this low right here. Then we came down and broke structure with this low. And as you see here, this opening week gap, it's closed. Right here, we have Friday last week and then Monday this week. There's a gap here, instantly got closed. But that's because, the market was moving just super fucking crazy. But took a few trades this week. I believe I only took two. We can go and take a peek. I believe I only took, no, I took three. Took three. Let's see. Yep, 28th, 30th, and the 31st. And then I am currently in this right here, but not looking too hot with that one. But that was a swing trade. Slowly starting to get into that type of, that type of trading. Kind of used to just scalping, but and catching the reversals and stuff. But swing trading is not my forte. So this is not my trade. I actually took a trade from, the homie. He actually sent me this and I took the call out and was like, yeah, let me try it. So I do kind of want to, take a little bit of time and to get in more involved in the swing trading just because I've never done that. I mean, pretty much pretty good week, you know what I mean? We had closing partials here. Got stopped out on this. As you can see, we ended last week with a pretty good week. This week we are up currently only 256. We took a big L. But it's all good. Comes with it. With this month we are up. Let's go the year. The year we are up 1K. Gotten pretty close to passing this challenge. But we'll see how that goes. See how this upcoming week goes. Here are all the trades that I took. Boom, 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 boom. And on Nas, as you can see, Nas came down just completely. Shit the bed. Hello. As we can see right here, you know what I mean? Previous day, you can see what it did, what it looks like. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. That we came out and caught this. I still have a feeling, you know what, screw it. We'll throw the weekly analysis in here as we're about back testing. I still have a feeling we're going to come down and sweep all this liquidity out just because it's super, you know, a pretty big draw, especially to start off the week in the next, you know, August 4th. So I think we're going to come down, sweep out here. There's a lot of draws just piled up right here, especially on the daily. So those are very strong, and um, we obviously inverse this fair value gap right here. I believe we're going to create a new one just by the looks of it. So with that being said, I mean, I think we're going to come down, sweep this out, probably reject off of this fair value gap because this is where that liquidity is. So we might sweep it, reject off of this, possibly reject off of this one. You know, just these are very powerful right here. But at the same time, we do have these equal lows right here. It's very strong. So if we do come down and just close and then we're still pushing down, yeah, it's looking like bearish, a bearish week coming up just because of how it's looking. If we come out sweep these and we close out this, we don't reject off of this, then yes, we're coming out to take these out, those out, these here, here, and this gap right here. This gap just has not been filled yet, and I think that's kind of where price wants to target. Um, but the end dog is just very, very. Oh, this is not really an end dog. This is more like a. Yeah, I guess it's an end dog. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure we're just looking pretty bearish on the week just because this previous month, it's the start of a new month. That and it looks like we have like there's just so much draws in this monthly too. Boom, right? Boom. And obviously we swept these out with this one was moved down, but these are equal lows right here. Low, low, low that really never got closed out. Low. I mean, we could. I think it did. Let's see. Yeah, so barely gets closed out, but still, it's just we reject it off of here, here. You know what I mean? It's just pretty right here too. It's just looking bearish. So I mean, pretty much on this upcoming week, I'm looking to go short. I just don't feel like we'll be going long very much. Obviously, you know, like market does change, so I'm not gonna freaking be biased to just straight bearish because obviously the daily is just having strong. I just feel like, especially tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Monday, especially Monday when we start off. Let's go take a look at news. Start off Monday. Let's take a peek. Calendar. Sweet. Sunday. This is what we're looking like. I'll figure this out. I'm gonna trade all these. Actually, no, we need that one up. So we're looking like a pretty solid week. Um, Tuesday, maybe, but you know, it's not too PMI is not too. Let's take a peek at my notes. What we got on my reading my news notes. I always take a peek because I don't comprehend things very well. This is why I have to write things down. If I don't, I won't remember. And honestly, if you're like this too, do the same thing. I recommend it. It's you know, it's not It's not hard to write literally everything you want to know down because if you don't, then and you know you're gonna forget, you're kind of screwing yourself over. So with that being said, let me find this. Oh my God. This is what I'm saying. Like, it don't look like this, bro. Like, you're struggling. Like, I don't even know what page it's on. I don't have no table of contents. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Oh, look, there you go. Right here. Like, I got notes for everything. Like, everything. Every little thing. Every little thing. And yeah, like, I don't, CPI, PPI, fluency, you know what I mean? Um, Payroll, even unemployment claims they're pretty powerful, but like, I have notes on everything. It's just because I just want to do this full time. And I mean, I know I'm not the fucking top 10 best traders in the fucking world, but hey, bro, you're watching this. Obviously, you don't know shit. So understand that obviously some days I'm not going to be able to trade just because of news. Obviously, it's 7 a.m. So market opens at 6:30 a.m. my time, 9:30 a.m. EST. I'm in Arizona, so it just some time frames don't line up. So like right here, 7 a.m. Okay, boom. 6:30 market opens. Well, I'm not going to trade from 30 minutes because I'm going to wait for this news to come out just to see what it's going to do. Obviously, if we take a look, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Well, previously we've, had equal. Um, July 3rd, we had the equal. So August 5th, hopefully we're looking if it follows its pattern, been slowly creeping up, went back down. I mean, we're at 5.8 previously. What happened with the 5.8? We went up. So, I mean, it's looking like actual might be greater than the forecast because we're forecasted 51.5. Our previous actual was 50.8. And after that happened previously in April, 50.8 was the forecasted was a 50.2. We jumped up to 51.6. So if we continue to make this jump and follow this pattern that's previously happened, it looks like we might be having actual greater than forecast, which means that is going to be good for currency, which then I which then my bias might stand out just because I mean, if it's good for currency, it's not going to be good for NAS. Just to follow these, especially on the daily. And then if we look at it, right, if we drop down, let's say I go here, here, here. Okay, let's find that week. That week. So if we drop down to the hourly, we obviously know that we're here, right? Came this hourly draw, right? Swept that out, as you can see, swept it. Now it's looking like if we sweep, we had a little reversal coming back. I mean, obviously on the 1 hour, we want to wait for, breakup structure. If we get breakup structure here, we do have a fair value gap right here in the hourly. Boom, obviously we see it get tapped into. What happens? It makes that move down. As we can see, it makes that move straight down here. Boom. And normally when that happens, we get that move down, another bounce back, some retracement here. It's just looking too good. I mean, obviously we got some equal lows down here, then move down, move down. We got some equal lows. So I mean, we might come down here, sweep this, and then make that move back up to the upside, just so we can catch these draws right here for us. And so these draws on liquidity get got. Um, yeah, other than that, I mean, come Monday, you probably Tuesday, I believe we're probably going to look a little bearish. Wednesday, Thursday, maybe we might make that move. So actually, it's been less than less than currency. So it's been you know true to what it's been saying. Green, green, green. So they've been correct. Previously July 31st. Obviously, previously it was not. Well, it was actually it was right here. So I wonder why it's not lighting up green or red. I wonder why it's black. Interesting. But yeah. So this is what it's looking like on the week for news. Just solid. There's no big news dropping, it doesn't look like. So that's a very good thing. So it looks like we're pretty much ready to trade all week because if we take a look at last week. Oh yes. Going into the new month was great. Ease is reds across the board, which is why the market looked how it looked. But I mean, going into this upcoming week with the start of the new month, solid. And then next week is pretty bad. I'm not. It's, that's just next week. We might not even. Oh, maybe just Monday. That's it. But as you can see here, it's pretty clear um for the upcoming week. So that's a solid. That's a solid. Just these drawings real quick. So we got the hourly confirmed. I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking like on the hourly is just moving down a little bit more. I mean, to take out some of this liquidity, especially with the daily. I mean, the daily is pretty high. So what am I gonna do right now? Now I'm just gonna make some little notes on this guy right here. Gonna jot down some shit for us. So like I said, I remember. Because I would write it down in my little journal for my game, like my weekly planner, but it would fill it up when I haven't even traded. That's for my trading logs. Usually I just kind of like write down what I'm gonna look for in this upcoming week for my analysis and what I see. Holy, why did we just make like a straight? Hey, yo, chill out. Let me chill. 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 It's it's not what trading's about. But anyways, we see that straight made a whole straight. Whole. I'm gonna say that because I know what it is. If you don't know what that means, let me look it up. Uh, but yeah, I mean, this is what the market's. Oh, just caught all this liquidity right here, and I think we're still coming down to catch this, and I think we're gonna sweep this reverse off here. This, I mean, especially in the hourly, the daily's looking pretty solid too. We might this little gap here. We had no move down at all right here for this whole gap in the daily at all. Literally at all. No down candle whatsoever. So there must be a fair value gap here somewhere, either probably monthly or weekly, I'm guessing. Yeah, monthly it looks like. Um, maybe yeah, weekly. Weekly has the bigger one. So yeah, I think we come down for a little bit. It's because it's daily right here, man. This is just too too strong. Too strong. This is a move down. I believe that's a move down. Yep, right here. Boom. Yeah, they're just stacked. And then this one just might close it. And then here, boom, we sweep this one. I just know we're gonna kill these. We're sweeping this for sure. Boom, reverse, and then we're up. But looking like the next either 2 to 3 days, we might just make a move down. I think that's what that news is gonna do here, that PMI. We're just gonna take a trip down to this fair value gap right here. Boom. This next candle is gonna open. Probably take this out for the next day. And then this next candle is probably gonna come up a little bit. and then that news is gonna drop, and we're gonna and play around in here, and then Wednesday, Thursday, we're probably gonna rip up. But that's just what it's looking like for on my end of what I'm thinking, what I'm kind of seeing going on. So just gonna write that down, daily bearish, right? Just a little note, just to comprehend what's going on for the daily, right? And if we drop down to the 4 hour, we see we got some move down, equal lows still here. You know what I mean? We got low here, we got a low here. Oh, it's been moved. Low here. You know what I mean? We got some stacks here, so this actually has not been swept. Oh yeah, it did. Did it? Did it? Did it? Let's see. Let's see. Barely, barely got swept. So we might, like, screw me. But we might come in and just shit the bed a little bit more. Um, if not, if we create this little doji right here, we created a little doji. So Sunday, I mean, what I'm guessing might happen is that market's just gonna move like this, and then when Monday comes, we're gonna come creeping up and then back down, down, and then boom, we're just gonna make some liquidity. But that's my analysis on the week. So just kind of keep that in mind. Sorry. I'm just pretty bearish. I'm sticking with the bearish confluence, or my bearish bias, just because of all this draws. Um, I mean, we for the 4 hour, as we can see, we have maybe this here, this drawdown on liquidity, this drawdown on liquidity here. So it's just, I mean, but at the same time, like, I get that, oh my God, like, what about, we get the liquidity sweep in reverse. Yeah, but the daily is just too strong. We still got to fill some orders, and we still have these highs that we can catch. I don't know, they're just not as strong as they are on the daily, man. Like the daily they're literally lined up and stacked up for you, which is why, I mean, I just think we're just gonna get a little bit more push to the downside, to start the week off. Boom, boom. I just think we're gonna get a little bit stronger push to the downside. And then after that, I mean, we might, oh, that's pretty powerful just here. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Like I'm not going against it. I'm gonna come, sweep in, boom, bounce up. Like that's just this is what's gonna happen. We haven't touched this fair value gap at all. If we do break it, then well, guess what? We're coming lower for these equal lows right here for you. You know what I mean? These equal lows right here, coming down to grab them, and then possibly grab this one, possibly grab this one, and then from there, fill this gap first. And that's if we kill this one. But I strongly believe that we're just gonna sweep out these equal lows, bounce off, and take these out probably sometime next week. But we're just gonna need to create more liquidity to the upside, and that's what the markets are gonna be doing, for the next week, right? We're so high up right now because we just hit all-time highs on Nas. Like we have all-time highs up here. So we just need to create more highs for the market to move up higher. So I just think we're just gonna come out, sweep, sweep, boom, reject. Um, these equal hourly highs, if we come down here, reject, and move up here a little bit. But if we do keep making this push down, then yes, we are coming for these equal lows because these equal lows are also strong draws. Um, Especially right here. They're just equal. They're literally exactly at the same point. Like boom, boom, boom. Even these, like this one too. But these are daily. Like these are literally daily draws. So they are strong. I'm gonna look for those whenever we come down here, make this move. But other than that, I think that's probably not gonna happen until like next week when we have this crazy week come out. So I think we're gonna move them bearish, but we're not gonna be as aggressive this week. We're definitely gonna come out, sweep these out, boom, reject, move up, and then this next week, where we got a bunch of that news coming out. I think that's where we make that push down to come out, sweep these. So that's what I'm going in with this week is just bearish, um, very bearish bias on the week. Doesn't mean I'm not looking for longs. It just means our setups probably we're not going to risk as much on the longs just because the setups probably won't be the best. We just have better setups for shorts this upcoming week. So I'm looking for shorts. Looking for shorts. So yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of basically what I'm going in with this weekly analysis. Uh, how I'm looking on for the week is just bearish. We got, my daily buyers bearish it for Monday coming up is bearish. Sunday, I just have a feeling we're gonna make this move down early. And if we do, see, that's kind of where I'm worried about is just that Sunday coming coming into the market because we open at 3 p.m. Sunday. It's it is kind of scary to see if we do make this move down for Sunday and sweep this out. But if we do and Sunday's around this area right here, and Sunday's around this area right here, and then Monday handle, let's say, opens like here or somewhere like right here, boom, then okay. You know what I mean? Like there's just no way we just don't make that move down. They just we're just too close where we already closed out this it would already have closed out. So I believe we would just come down here and just here. And then once we get here, we definitely would make a move up just because we're sweeping this out. Boom. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this actually there. I'm gonna oh, this. I don't want to text. Move this. We're gonna make this a little thicker. We'll add a label, I guess. We'll just say daily equal. There we go. Black. Hold it. Okay. Daily equals. Here we go. Boom. And I know some people will just say it how they want to say it or use the correct terminology. I don't give a. So say what you want. I'm putting daily equals. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, we do have this big. There's just no way it's not a fair value gap. I mean, we already seen it. This yellow line is pissing me off. I want to make it a little lighter just because it is a, we can make these, there we go, there we go. Yeah, that just looks a little better. I was using that for something else, but I usually use equilibrium when I'm in trade. I don't really like using it for any of my analysis. I kind of just look for liquidity draws, see fair value gaps, see where the highs and lows are, especially with these right here. As we can see, this is strong right here. Like this guy right here is something that I'm really looking for. Including these right here. I mean, these right here, 4 hour lows, equal lows, as we can see. Move down, move up, boom, low, move down, move up, low, move down, move up, low. Equal low here too on the 4 hour. You know what I mean? So we'll mark that up too. Mm, 4 hour lows. Come at me if you want. I put whatever I want. So, um, I need a new phone, bro. It's like the one thing I just don't want to get for some reason, but I do need one. Anyways, we do have these lows right here that are pretty draws. Boom, boom. Obviously, they got swept out. But what happened? What hasn't been swept out is this one, this one. Oh yeah, this one did get swept out. I believe. I believe it did. Yep, yep, it did. So yeah, see, we just have this one right here on the 4 hour. So we might make this move up Sunday just to catch some of this liquidity. But I don't know, man. Just those dailies, they're just too strong for me. Like boom, low, 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 low. I want to go set that. You know what I mean? It's just those are just right here. Boom, boom, boom. So I mean, I feel like we just have a chance to just straight bearish on the on this upcoming week. So rid of this, rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Alrighty. Basically, that kind of covers up my weekly analysis, how I'm gonna be trading up this upcoming week. Um, got some little notes down, just wrote a little bit down just to have my memory fresh whenever I'm taking a peek. I'm gonna be journaling these next few trades coming up. Um, so that's something I used to journal in, and then I kind of stopped, and then I seen my progress go down, and then I just kind of forgot how to properly journal them. So then I just, you know, now I kind of went back to look at my book because I found the book that I went to go journal with, which is here. Um, I went to go look at it, how I used to journal them, and basically I would just write down how I feel during the trade, what emotions I was going through, what's what time I traded, because I would write down the time because if it was later in the day and early in the day and said that later in the day trade hits and that earlier in the day trade doesn't hit, well, most of the time I write down that day because I'm like, okay, cool. This day I traded around this time. What news was going on this time? Let me write down this. So then let's say next week, if I have a similar, okay, cool. I woke up a little later than I did last time. What see what okay, I'm on Tuesday. Tuesday's trade last week. I woke up at 9:30 a.m. Okay, cool. What happened during that time? What news was out? If I go check and the same news is out, okay, cool. What happened? Actual was greater than forecast. Forecast was greater than actual. Vice versa. So I'm able to look at that just by journaling. And honestly, bro, journal your trades just because one, you get to write down your emotions, how you feel during the trade, so you understand not going through them again. Write down your how you felt during the trade. So during the trade, not just your emotions, just oh shit, like I felt like I was unable to see the liquidity draw. Like what did you feel during the trade, but just not straight your emotions? You know what I mean? And if you get it, you get it. If not, just write down your emotions. But other than that, your bias on the day, what price action was looking like? Was it choppy? Was it, flowing bullish? Was it flowing bearish? Just so you get familiar with one, the terminology that you're using. You're constantly, reminding yourself what you're doing. I've been doing this for a few months now. I just started to just record these YouTube videos just because I want to start seeing my progress. This isn't even for people watching. This is for me to go and run back through how my progress has been. So hopefully, I mean, this sound clear to you guys. I know I don't even have a freaking mic. I'm doing these YouTube videos off freaking laptop right now and these headsets. So just bear with me. Obviously, this equipment's gonna get way better. But yeah, so write down how you feel, write down your daily bias, write down um what the trade did. Did you take profit? Did you not take profit? Did you drag your stop loss? Did you not set break even? Um, don't write how much you made or how much any of that. Don't write none of that down. You don't, because that does not matter in trading. Your trading is literally all based off your strategy. Because you either made more money or you lost money, but you still are up in the positive. You see what I mean? So don't write that shit down because you're gonna mess with your brain of like, oh, I lost this much money yesterday. I need to make this money back. No, you didn't lose that much money. You just your trade just didn't hit. Write about your trade, not about money. Because if you write about money, you're going to be wanting money and then you're going to be unhealthy. So if you look at it like that, you'll be solid, understanding how your daily bias is going to play an effect. And you're slowly going to get familiar with your personal strategy and your way of trading and get familiar with the markets, terminology, and all of that. So, I mean, thank you for watching this video. Whoever watched, appreciate it. And God bless.